Wanted by the new Babylon Marshals. Well, goddamn. For a wanted man, I look good. Can I keep this? I'm keeping this.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead Dead City. We are here to do our weekly Q&A video leading up to episode 4, and we are here to talk about season 2 filming information. It sounds like it's going to be delayed until later this year due to the writers' strike.
Hey, follow me!
Negan?
Falling!
Nothing to be afraid of. It's only me.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another review today. This one's going to be doing another review for The Walking Dead Dead City. We are here to do our weekly Q&A video leading up to the 4th episode of Dead City, which airs tomorrow on AMC+. So, I hope you guys are ready for a brand new episode of Dead City tomorrow. I certainly am. I've really been enjoying Dead City so far. We got 3 episodes left of the Dead City series, and we got some Q&A comments to go through for today's video, so we're going to get into that as well. But I wanted to get started with a major topic for this video, which is in regards to the writer's strike going on, and that is some season 2 updates for Dead City. So we already know that Dead City season 2 is definitely in the works. We've literally heard, some of the actors talking about it. And if you guys remember the video I did a few months ago, the actress for Jenny confirmed and let it slip on an interview that she was going back to film a Dead City Season 2.
Returning to NCIS Hawaii for Season 3, and going back to Walking Dead for Season 2.
So you're gonna go back to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting. So
I
many
know.
big things.
So, they kind of let the cat out of the bag with that one. So, Dead City Season 2 is in planning. They are trying to film it, but unfortunately the writer's strike is making it to where it's pretty much damn near impossible to get out there and film anything right now. It's honestly a miracle that the Daryl show is filming. I don't know how the hell that's still possible, but yeah, anyway, Dead City is on hold right now. They were going to film Season 2 or probably around this time, but they couldn't now because of the writer's strike. And as we know, the writer's strike is affecting a lot. It's even, kind of making Comic-Con in question right now because the strike is just so bad right now, and it sounds like they can't come to an agreement. So it sounds like a lot of things are getting pushed back, and now Dead City Season 2 filming, it was originally supposed to start around the summer, but it sounds like now it's probably going to be pushed till the fall before they start filming it, which means that it's going to be a while before we see Dead City Season 2, unfortunately, because of this writer's strike. So, it's nice to at least hear that there is a Season 2 that they're planning on. It sounds like, there is going to be a Season 2. I'm glad to hear that they're at least telling people that it's probably going to be a little bit of a wait for a Season 2, and that's why I figured I would kind of let you guys know in this video is that, expect to see a Dead City Season 2 probably in, late 2024 or early 2025, you know what I mean, at the earliest, and that's, the earliest I could see it. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit. Dead City is definitely going to take a little bit of time. I don't know if Season 2 is going to be, 6 episodes like Season 1, or if maybe they're going to upgrade to, 10 episodes, or maybe these Walking Dead spinoffs are just going to stay at the 6 episode, number. Which I'd be fine with because there's a lot of spin-offs going on right now. There's the Daryl show, there's the Rick show, there's the Dead City series, you know what I mean? And there's Tales of the Walking Dead and, Fear the Walking Dead still going. So if they want to shorten these down to 6 episodes for each one, yeah, I'd actually say that makes a lot of sense. Because you're getting, little doses of each show with each individual story. So I think that's good. But anyway, let's get into your Q&A comments for today for Dead City. So starting off with 2 from Xavier and Nightmare. First one comes from Xavier, who says that, do you think Maggie is going to trade Negan in to get her son back? And do you think that is the ultimate plan that she has? Also, the one comes from Nightmare, who says that, Dan, do you think they're going to get Herschel back at the end of Dead City Season 1, or do you think every single season he is going to be captured there and they're going to be looking for him for multiple seasons to come? Well, Nightmare kind of goes with your name. That would be a nightmare of a storyline if Herschel is captured for that many seasons. I mean, seriously, they got to get him back in Season 1. They can't drag out that plot too long, So no, I think they'll get him back in Season 2. Season 1 finale, and he'll be back in Season 2. Now, as for Maggie trading Negan in to get Herschel back, that is exactly what she's going to do. And I think that's going to be the cliffhanger of season 1, is that we're going to reveal that she actually made a deal with the CROAT in order to get her son back. She will trade Negan in. That is absolutely what I think the plan is right here. That's also why I think she was trying to burn the little dino at the end that belongs to Jenny, is because she does not want Negan to know that Jenny is in the city, because if Negan knew, the plan would get screwed up. So Maggie's trying to stop it from, getting all messed up and all that. So that is exactly what I think is going on. I think Maggie is absolutely screwing Negan over, and it's just a matter of time until it all kind of, reveals itself, I think. And I think it's going to be a major plot twist in the season finale. That's definitely what I think they're going to do. Next one comes from Carla, who says that, Dan, I'm really, really excited to see Rick and Morgan have a reunion if we get one. And do you think that we are actually going to see them have a reunion at some point? They love Rick and Morgan so much that they hope that we get to see that. And they agree with my opinion when they say that that reunion means everything. So absolutely it does. Rick and Morgan's reunion is something that we definitely need to see in this franchise. It wouldn't feel right concluding Morgan and Rick's characters without, them two seeing each other again. Especially them two, their last scene that they had together was on Fear the Walking Dead. Like, I just, to me, they gotta have an actual reunion. They gotta have a real conclusion. I need to see Rick's reaction to Morgan being a father. I need to see Rick's reaction to so many of the things that Morgan went through, and vice versa too, like what Morgan thinks of Rick being captured for all these years, and, all this stuff. It's just, there's so much to be had there. It's such a missed opportunity if they don't do it. I am very doubtful that it's going to be in the Rick show, though. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that the reunion is going to happen in the Rick and Michonne series. It's going to have to be elsewhere. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it's going to have to, happen somewhere, because Lenny James has not been spotted on the Rick and Michonne set at all, and we would have heard about that. That would have gone everywhere. And thing is, too, is that even though it's not happening in that show, they've told us many, many times that that miniseries is the end of Rick Grimes' story. So I'm like, you guys better be doing something after the Rick and Michonne series, I'm not going to accept that he just never sees Morgan again, because they clearly set that up at the end of Fear the Walking Dead. You deliver on that, damn it. You give us what what you've been building up to. So Rick and Morgan's reunion has to happen. I don't know where and how, but it has to happen for sure. And I still think it will, but it's going to be a little while. I think it's going to be a little bit, a few years for us in real life time, I think, and a few years in the Walking Dead universe time for sure too. It's going to take a little bit before he finds Rick, or before Rick finds Morgan, whichever way it goes. Next one comes from Paul, who says that, Dan, rank all of the Walking Dead universe showrunners from worst to best, and then they do their ranking, and they say that they're not going to include the showrunners for Rick and Michonne and Daryl's show because it hasn't aired yet, but everything else, where would you kind of place them, that sort of thing. So, so this one would be pretty simple, and it's actually kind of similar to the list that you put in your comment. It's just slightly different. I would say it goes Frank Darabont, then Scott Gimple, because he did do season 6 of Walking Dead, and that's my favorite season. Then I would pick Angela Kang, because she did do a lot for the show, and she did really do a phenomenal job. Yes, sue me, Angela Kang is not as good as Gimple. I think Gimple has made better seasons. That's just my opinion. I think Gimple has higher highs than Angela Kang, so Angela Kang be number 3. Then I would do probably Glenn Mazzara. Yeah, that sounds about right. Then I would do, I'm trying to think of everybody else we have here. So those are the Walking Dead showrunners. Then I would probably do Dave Erickson. Yeah, then I would do Dave Erickson for sure, because Glenn Mazzara I prefer, because Glenn Mazzara wrote the second half of season 2 of Walking Dead, and that half season is gold. So I would say Glenn Mazzara is better than Dave Erickson. Then Dave Erickson, people are going to kill me in the comment section. If you say Dave Erickson's lower than like any of these people, it's like, oh my god. Dave Erickson's good. I'll put him after Glenn Mazzara, but he's not that good. And then after that, I would do, let me think here. Then I would do probably the showrunner for World Beyond, whatever the hell his name is. Then I would do probably then Ian and Andrew, because at least they wrote a few minor episodes that are pretty good, but they're really bad. And then Channing Powell is in dead last. Now Eli, for the showrunner for Dead City, I'm not going to rank in this personally yet, because I want to see what he does with these next 3, but I might update this in like a further Q&A and place him in this, okay? So just stay tuned for that. I want to see how he does with a full first season first. So far, he's doing good. He's actually up there with a lot of these amazing showrunners, but yeah, Ian and Andrew are really, really bad. Channing Powell, really, really bad. And showrunner for World Beyond, really, really bad. And then after that, you start getting into really good stuff. Like Dave Erickson's pretty good, and then Glenn Mazzara, pretty good. Made some mistakes, but pretty good. And then, Angela Kang, really, really good. Scott Gimple, really good as well. Just had a few problems in season 8. And then, I think Frank Darabont is the king. I think Frank Darabont absolutely, or Frank Darabont did a phenomenal job. He was really, really good as a showrunner, and he had such a amazing style of writing that I feel like Walking Dead never really quite got back. But he was amazing. He was absolutely spectacular. It still makes me wonder what it would be like if he was still running The Walking Dead all this time. I know this much. He wouldn't have dragged it on for 11 seasons. I know that much. He would have made this straight to the point. I guarantee it. And I honestly still wish to this day that we could have seen what the Frank Darabont version of The Walking Dead would have looked like, because when he was showrunning, man, he literally did a flawless job. Like, he really did. He literally had almost no flaws in his writing. He was so good. He had such, interesting ways of writing, and such, passion for the story, and such a great way to, kind of tell it and stuff. Nobody will ever be Frank Darabont. No one will ever be as good as him when it comes to Walking Dead writing. Honestly, he was absolutely spectacular, and he did such a phenomenal job. So yeah, really, really great job. I think those are the showrunners ranked for Walking Dead universe in a proper enough way. But again, we'll see what Eli does once I see the rest of Dead City. And we'll do one more from Snake, who says that, Dan, how do you rank CROAT in the Walking Dead Dead City compared to how evil he is compared to some of the other villains like the Governor, Negan, Alpha, etc. So the CROAT is pretty messed up. I mean, obviously we got to see a little bit more of him. We're gonna, of course, have the luxury of doing that tomorrow with episode 4, but I would say that the CROAT is a very strong introduction. But here's the thing. He's definitely not the levels of Governor. I don't think he's to that level, and I don't even think he's to the level of how insane Negan was when Negan was running the show. Negan was a lot more terrifying. But Alpha, I think he's on his way. I gotta see a bit more of him, though. It's a little bit early to kind of judge, but I will say the actor is doing a phenomenal job as the CROAT, and I like how he tested Armstrong, and I like how he tested, kind of just, his abilities to fight and stuff. It was really, really good. So, in terms of him as a villain character, yeah, I'd say he's really good. I think he's really, really good so far. I just need to see a bit more of where he goes, you know what I mean, before I can judge him. So, for right now, he's not at the levels of any of those characters, but again, once we see a bit more of him, I'll probably be able to maybe include him, maybe higher than Alpha. It's going to be hard to beat Negan and Governor, though. Those are my two favorites. But Alpha, I could see him beaten for sure. I think Alpha is, she's a really, really intimidating threat. But I think, give a bit more to the CROAT, and, he could have a chance for sure. And I say a chance because, again, Alpha did a lot, heads on pikes and stuff like that. And here's the thing. Negan and Maggie are the only, major characters of this show. And we know that, they're not going to get killed right away by the CROAT. So it'll be hard to have the kind of impact that the heads on pikes did with the CROAT, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe a bit more evil acts from him. If he does something to Herschel too, that could definitely go a long way for his villain arc. I don't want anything to happen to Herschel, but it would definitely be crazy for his villain arc. So yeah. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the CROAT so far as a villain? Are you excited for episode 4? And what do you think of Dead City so far? Do you also think Rick and Morgan will have a reunion very soon? Do you think that's going to happen in the Rick and Michonne series? Or do you think that it's going to be in some other kind of show down the line? Let me know. But anyway, guys, hope you guys are excited for the review tomorrow and episode 4. That'll be coming out tomorrow. But of course, enjoy the episode on AMC Plus tonight. I hope you guys all have a great one. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review. If you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos for The Walking Dead. Make sure to, of course, follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead, Dead City. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.